Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Are you guys all right? Let me know if you're hearing well, everything is okay. Can you hear me? Yeah? Are we live? Are we good to go? Apparently we are. All right, all right. How's everyone doing? Ready to start, guys? So, just to let you know, this class is part of the Business English Week. Okay, the Business English Week was last week, but there was a class which was named here, Mind versus Care, okay, taught by teacher Bia. And it's a class that people love. I received many exercises. Okay, the feedback is automatic. Right? You just have to click check precision, right? And this is a follow-up class. So this class here, it's like a continuation of that class. Okay, but by all means, you don't have to have watched that class to be able to follow this class. Okay, so you can stick around with us. And we're going to go deeper into the subject. How? We're bringing the examples from the exercises that you guys from the Business English Week created. The sentences that had to be created by the participants of the Business English Week. Okay? We brought the examples that were wrong and we're going to correct it together during the live today. Okay? Of course, we're not citing names, okay, so don't worry if your example is there, your name is not there, so just be quiet. Nobody will know. And that's it. We're going to correct the sentences together because many people think it's a walk but actually commit mistakes, right? There are some rules you have to follow when you use both mind and to care, okay? And that's what we're going to get deeper into today, all right, with the help of teacher Marina, teacher Mary. How's it going, Mary?
Hello, good evening. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Can't complain.
Great.
So, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm a teacher at Black and White, and I really enjoy it, especially the business English part. And I've been specializing myself in business English for a couple of years now. I also work with prep courses for TOEFL and IELTS, and I'm really excited to be here tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get started on the sentences.
Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes. We have a lot of good stuff.
Yes, we do. So let me share the screen with them. Guys, I need a thumbs up again to check if you guys are seeing what we're seeing here and actually still able to listen to us properly. Yeah? Let me check it out here. I got the light here. There you go. Here we are. People, let's start. Okay, so basically we're going to talk about the difference between mind and care. People confuse those two a lot, all right? And I would like to start by giving you a small hack. Okay, this hack is small but also vital if you want to tell apart these two uses. Okay, so guys, when you think about to care, you have to think that it's a synonym verb to the expression to be interested in. All right, guys. So every time you think you care about something, it means you're interested in something, okay? In Portuguese, we would say dar importância para, right? This is the idea. And to mind is to bother. They're synonyms, all right? So in Portuguese, we would say se incomodar com algo, all right? So to care, it's like a synonym expression to dar importância para, and to mind, se incomodar com something. Right? This is the idea. If you're able to internalize this, and every time you see a sentence, you try to think about this small hack, you won't have any kind of trouble to actually apply the right usage, okay? And you should think about this when we start correcting the sentences here. Okay, it's very, very important. Let me check it out. Hello, Stephanie. How's it going? Hello, Miriam. Okay, guys. So let's get started. Let's start correcting the sentences. Okay. People, each of these sentences here have at least one mistake that we have to correct. All right. Correct the sentences below. Mary, could you please read the first one?
Yeah, of course. Do you care in fact with this job?
Do you care in fact with this job? All right. People, there is a mistake in this sentence. I would like to know from you guys, what do you think is wrong about this sentence here? Do you care in fact with this job? A question, right? It was an example given during the Business English week. You know there's something wrong, but I want to know now, what is wrong? Hello. Let me see. Do you care in fact about this job? Ooh, that's pretty much it.
She's getting close.
Yeah. Do you care in fact about this job? All right. Perfect. People, when you use care, you gotta use about afterwards, okay, as opposed to with. They are friendly words. They usually come together. Right, Mary?
Yeah, these are collocations, right, that we use with care.
That's right.
One of them is about, but you can also use for, depending on the context.
All right. Okay. Okay, people. So let's go to number. No, there's no number, but let's go to the second. Mary, could you read, please?
Sure. Would you mind to turn on the AC?
Would you mind to turn on the AC? How about this sentence here? Does anybody risk? Who's gonna risk it? A guess. Would you mind to turn on the AC?
I think Stephanie wants to say something.
Do you think so?
I do.
Would you mind to turn the AC on? That's a guess. Okay. Miriam hasn't actually had the time, and it's understandable, right, to take the Business English Week. So she's trying from her heart, you know, from what she knows. Actually, turn on the AC is not wrong, Miriam. Okay, it's okay, right? But there is something else wrong here. Mary, would you like to enlighten?
Yeah, both constructions are correct. To turn on the AC or to turn the AC on, right? You can invert. You can do that. But in fact, here the verb is incorrect because you need to use turning instead of to turn.
That's right.
So, would you mind turning on?
Try.
Which is infinitive with ing, right? That's what we call it.
Would you mind turning on the AC? Okay, so if you have would you mind, and then you're gonna have a verb afterwards, this verb is gonna go using ing. That's the rule, people. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. How about the next one, Mary? Could you read?
Would you mind if I speak Portuguese during the meeting?
Would you mind if I speak Portuguese during the meeting?
This one's a little tricky.
Yeah. But there's something wrong about it, people. Any guesses? Would you mind if I speak Portuguese during the meeting? What's wrong about this sentence? Give it a try, Stephanie. Give it a try. Giving you the guys the count of 10. Oh, we have an answer. Would you mind if I am speaking? No, that's you, Mary. Got me for a moment there. But you're, Mafus. How do you actually pronounce it?
Yeah, it's
Mafus?
Mafus, just that. Yeah.
Stephanie thinks it's all correct here. Miriam is doing Simone's face, trademark's face. Simone's trademark face.
Yeah.
You have no idea, Miriam. And Stephanie also. Okay. Mary, would you like to enlighten?
Okay, so in this case here, this is an if clause, even if you can't see it at first sight, because you have an if. So it's hypothesis. So in this case, instead of using the verb in the present, try to put the verb in the past. Would you mind if I spoke Portuguese during the meeting?
So let's fix this. Would you mind if I spoke? Would you mind if I spoke Portuguese during the meeting? So what we have here is, would you mind if, and then if you have this structure here, next verb, it's gonna be in the past, people. That's
In the
it.
past.
Okay, that's the rule. Mary, could you read this one?
Okay, do you care if we leave the meeting a little earlier?
Oh, or in a British accent, do you care if we leave the meeting a little earlier?
I almost did
You almost
that.
did.
Yeah.
And then it would say,
I want to do that all the time.
all the time. You have this as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
problem.
I was in a Scottish accent vibe for a couple of months, which is completely, I like it, but it's completely rough,
Yeah. I wonder how you could understand yourself.
Okay, they don't say like son. They say, oh, this is my son, Philip. They say, this is my son, Philip, right? They sing Philip. Okay, so how about this one, guys? Do
Yeah.
you care if we leave the meeting a little earlier? What's wrong here? Or do you guys think it's all good again? Everything correct?
Miriam thinks there's something wrong.
She does, doesn't she? Do you care if we leave the meeting a little earlier? I'll give you a little tip, people. Think about the hack. Think about the hack. All right? Oh, well, Miriam, do you mind if we leave the meeting a little earlier? Is she correct, Mary?
Yes, I'm afraid she is. In this case, it's mind, not care, because you can do the hack, like Bruno said.
Correct. Mind. Bother, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the idea here, right? Next one, Mary, could you read?
I don't mind speak Spanish.
Don't mind speak Spanish. This one hurts a little, right? That's why you kind of.
Yeah.
Do you
I couldn't help
mind speak
myself.
Spanish?
It's hard to believe, but it's normal actually. This
It
happens a lot.
does, it does. And it's weird because for those who are fluent, for those who mastered the language, you can pretty much instantly tell that something is wrong here, right? But actually, for those who are still learning, it's the opposite. They think that the right way is the weird way, right? It's like looking forward
Yeah.
to when we teach look forward to, and then next verb goes in ing. People are like, "What? Look forward to meeting you? What? Really?"
Yeah.
But it's just
A lot of
how it is,
stuff.
right? So, people, I don't mind speak Spanish. What's to be corrected here? I don't care about speaking Spanish. It's a possibility. It's a possibility, right, Mary?
Oh yes. She's on fire, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a possibility. It's not what I was aiming at here, okay, Miriam. But as it's correct, I'm going to add like a down here. I don't care about speaking Spanish. If the person is not interested, right? It's possible, right? I
Yeah,
don't care
it's
if you
possible.
speak Spanish is also a possibility. Okay. But you can also use mind here. If the person like não se incomoda em falar espanhol, I don't mind, right? It's possible too, but then the structure would be a little different, right, Mary?
Yes, absolutely. Again, remember when you use these structures with mind, usually the verb comes with ing. So I don't mind speaking
There you
Spanish.
go. Okay. So I don't mind speaking Spanish. It's not that your examples are wrong, okay? People, they're correct. There are possibilities as well. But
Yeah.
sorry, I committed a small mistake here. It's here. All right. It's just that you must correct this structure here. And then you're good to go. Okay. So when you use mind something, next verb goes in ing. And that's it. Mary, could you please read the next one?
Okay, here we go. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't care if they hire people with little experience.
Don't care if they hire people with little experience. I don't care if they hire people with little experience. Remember the hack, people. To care is to be interested. And to mind is to bother, right? Se incomodar. Or não se incomodar if it's negative, right? So always keep this hack in mind. I don't care if they hire people with little experience. What is wrong about this sentence, people? I'm feeling it's coming. Let's see. I don't mind.
Miriam's got it.
Yes. Any comments on that, Mary?
She's got it. That's it. I don't mind because, you do the hack and then you think about what is mind, what is care. So I don't bother.
That's it.
I'm not bothered if they hire people with little
That's
experience. It doesn't affect me.
That's correct. Let's change a little bit here just for it's possible as well. Simple that. Next one, Mary, could you please read?
Yeah, I mind a lot about your
I
confirmation.
mind a lot about your confirmation. What about this one, people? I mind a lot about your confirmation. Again, just have to mind the heck. What about this one, guys? I care a lot, Miriam says. Is she right, Mary?
Yes, she is. I care a lot about your confirmation.
Yeah, and you have a telltale here about.
Mm-hmm. It's an indicator.
For shizzle. Okay, next one, Mary, please.
Do you mind if I used your desk?
Do you mind if I used your desk? This one is a little tricky.
Yes, also happens all the time. These little things, the good thing is that we practice the little things and then it's very clear afterwards.
How about this one, people? Do you mind if I used your desk? What's wrong about this one? It doesn't sound wrong, right, guys? And yet it is. Be brave, people. You're leaving all the heavy lifting for Miriam and Stephanie. Do you mind if I use your desk? If I use your desk? That's it. Both got it, right, Mary?
Yes, they both got it. That's it. Just turn the verb again to present. Because in this if clause, you have do, not would. So, do you mind if I use, or would you mind if I used your desk? So these are the two possibilities you have.
That's right.
Although the first one, I think it's more direct, right, than the
Yep.
second. The second is more polite.
Okay, people, so be careful with this. Oh. Be careful. You know, with this rule here, okay, guys. If it's would, then it's past verb. And if it's do, then it's present. And you, both of you got it. Very nice. And Miriam has actually written it there. Very nice, Miriam. Clap, clap, clap. Could you read the next one, Mary?
Yeah. Will you care hiring her?
Will you care hiring her? Ouch, that hurts. Right? This is a hurting one.
I tried to sound as natural
You
as
tried,
possible.
but it's a hurt. This is a bruiser, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong about this bad boy, people? This bruiser here. Ear piercer here. There's something wrong for sure. Will you care hiring her? Who's gonna try? Who's gonna try this one? These other people watching, they're just like, you know, those little WhatsApp eyes. This one's here, this one here. Just these ones. There you go.
It's true. They should participate. I'm sure they have something to say.
Or they don't. They're just absorbing, right?
Maybe they're just absorbing, which is
Yeah,
good too.
fantastic. So I'm gonna start talking to Stephanie and Miriam then straight. How about you, Stephanie and Miriam? What have you got to offer here, Stephanie? Do you care if hiring her? Switched care. No, care is there. Okay. Do you switch the verb tense? Okay. Do you agree, Miriam? I think Miriam's typing. She's a slow typer. Have you got anything, Miriam? I don't think she has. So, Mary, what is wrong about this sentence?
Okay, so first, the verb hiring, right? In this tense is not really placed to. It's not really correct. So Stephanie gave a pretty good tip when she said, "Do you care?"
Miriam has sent something.
I think it's good to say "do," but care is not really the word here.
Okay.
Do you mind? This is the beginning. Do you mind? And the second part is, do you mind if I hire her?
Right. So there's a lot to fix here, right? Do you mind? If I hire her.
Yes. And the other option that we have, remember, with would you mind if I? And now you guys have to complete the verb in the past.
If I took.
They know. Yeah.
Not much of a difference, right? There you go.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I hired her? Okay, those are the possibilities. People caring here, like to be interested. I think it might be a long shot possibility, but I think mine would be the route to follow in this case. About like, do you bother? Right? The little hack you can't forget, people. Okay. Finally, Mary.
I don't care about the gender of a person when I hire staff.
I don't care about the gender of a person when I hire staff. I don't think I'm gonna go through, put them through this one, okay? People, this actually is possible, okay? This actually is a kind of a catch, okay? You can use it, no problem, but it's also possible to use, I will even just copy.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind the gender of a person when I hire staff.
Yes.
It depends on what you want to say. Okay, but because to be interested in the gender is possible, and to bother the gender is also, to get bothered about the gender is also a possibility. Okay, so this is the last one I would like to bring. It's not wrong, it's just that both possibilities are on the table, right, Mary?
Yeah, and the context changes. So you need to pay attention, because if you use one or the other, they're correct, but the context is a little different. So be careful.
So Mary, now it's your turn, your presentation. Right.
Yay, my turn. Okay.
There you go.
I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna we're gonna present a quiz, and hopefully you will like it. So we really need you guys to be fast, because we don't have a lot of time to think. It's just a fast quiz to review all of this, plus some phrasal verbs that I put as a bonus.
So let's start.
So when you hire a new employee, do you about age? What do you think?
A or B, people? Mind about age or care about age? A, mind, A, mind. Are they correct, Mary?
Should I answer now? Should I? Okay.
Definitely.
No, you guys are not correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because you guys gotta remember care usually goes with about. It's a very good indicator that it's gonna be care. Okay.
Yeah.
So about kind of gives away that it's for sure care. There's no running away from it, right?
And also the context. Are you interested in?
The heck. There you go. To
The
be
heck.
interested. All right.
Let's do another one. Let's see. Would you da-da-da if I looked in your file cabinet?
Would you ta-da-da if I looked in your file cabinet? So we have again care or mind, people. A or B. Which one goes?
Stephanie's a little shocked, but that's okay. We can work through
That's
this.
how we learn, right,
Just-
Mary?
That's how we learn. Stay with us.
Completely. Completely. That's the best way to learn, actually. Yep, Miriam. About is, it gives, it gives away the, not only about, also the context, right? The heck, but about. Miriam is saying B. Would you mind if I looked in your file cabinet? Is it accurate, Mary?
Yeah, yay, you're correct, Miriam. It's mind. So in this case, would you bother if I looked in your file cabinet?
All right. Stephanie's asking what's cabinet, Mary?
Oh, it's that place where you put the documents in your office, in your work.
That's right.
So you open it, sometimes you have a key, and then you can lock the cabinet.
A bunch of folders sometimes, right?
Yeah, a bunch of folders. You can open some drawers. You can take the folders and you can see they're usually in alphabetic order.
Switch the slide.
All right. How much do you da-da-da about wage when looking for a new job?
How much do you about wage when looking for a new job? So how much do you care about wage, or how much do you mind about wage? Now I want to see you two nail this one. Okay, now it's the redemption time. Stephanie and Miriam. Okay, but no pressure.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
No pressure, but you can do it.
Yeah. No pressure, but if you get this one wrong, I'll finish this live immediately. JK, people, JK. Just kidding.
Miriam said
We have an
A.
A. Stephanie, do you agree with Miriam? Playing devil's advocate here. Well, let's stop playing, right? Is she correct, Mary? Is Miriam right?
She said
said
A,
A.
right? Okay, she's correct.
There you go.
There you
Why,
go.
Mary? Is she correct?
Well, first you have about. So remember the collocation. Care usually comes with about, usually, most of the times. And you're not talking about bother, you're talking about interest. How much are you interested in wage when you look for a new job? This is a personal interest to you.
Yes. Stephanie, don't forget about the care with about. So if you see the about here, you know it's gonna be care. It's like almost for sure. It's a very
Yeah,
good trick.
almost for sure.
Okay, Mary, switching to the next one.
Would you handing over those reports at Human Resources?
Would you mind handing over those reports at Human Resources, or would you care handing over those reports at Human Resources? So guys, which one is it? A or B? leaning towards A or B?
Miriam said A.
We got an A.
We got an A so far.
Is A accurate, Mary?
Yes.
Yeah, and Stephanie said A as well. Both were right.
Great girls. Yes. Would you mind handing over those reports at Human Resource? Would you bother?
And also you have that structure mind followed by the verb in ing, right?
Yes. That's perfect.
Next.
Do you mind if I your fax machine?
Do you mind if I? And then you have the possibility of use, used, and can use. Do you mind if I use your fax, used your fax, or can use your fax machine? A, B, or C, people?
Yeah. We talked about this earlier.
But again, no pressure.
Yes. But we talked about it.
Oh, we have an A. Do you mind if I use? And an A.
What else? And another A. And you girls are correct. Remember, when you use the structure do you mind, you're asking about the present. So you use the verb in the present.
That's right. Do you mind if I use? As opposed to would, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, am I spoiling?
Almost. Not really. No. Maybe there will be an exception, something they don't know. Let's see. Would you mind if she the business meeting?
Would you mind if she guided the business meeting, or would you mind if she guide the business meeting? And there's a third one yet. Would you mind if she guides the business meeting? A, B, or C? How about this one, people? A, B, or C? We have an A again. And Stephanie. Oh, there. We have an A and a B. Let's check.
Nobody wants to say letter C. I think letter C is feeling a little excluded.
Oh, we have a C now. She changed her mind, so we have a C now. You're evil, Mary. You're steering people to the wrong direction, which.
I don't know if I am.
Or maybe, yeah. Who knows?
Okay, so in this case, guys, remember when you use would plus if, this is a structure, hypothetical. Okay, so guided, letter A is the answer.
Letter A, because if it's do, it's present. But if it's would, it's past, people. So there you go.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, I know, Stephanie, but the thing is, it's not present, it's past. So in the past, it doesn't matter if it's I, he, she, it, Paul, they. It's always the same.
Right.
It's guided.
Exactly.
Okay, next one, Mary.
And now let's talk a little about phrasal verbs. So another quiz, but with phrasal verbs. Do you mind if he a new position at the company?
Ooh, phrasal verbs, all right. So we have some bonus activity here. Do you mind if he, and then we have takes in, take on, or takes on a new position at the company. Which one do you pick? A, B, or C, people? Do you mind if it takes in, take on, takes on? Are you sitting this one out, Miriam? No, Miriam's trying. She said C and Stephanie said B. So, what's your feedback, Mary?
Okay, so in this case, it's letter C. Do you mind if he takes on a new position at the company? Remember, we have do you mind, a question in the present, so we need a verb in the present. And in this case, the subject is he, so you need to conjugate the verb in the simple present.
Simple present, he. Now, Stephanie, now you would be correct as you were thinking before. Now it's the right time to do it, okay? Because now it's present. Now it's present. Next one.
So here I decided to put a definition of take on because phrasal verbs, as you guys know, have different definitions and different contexts they can appear. So I put here some of the main definitions for you guys. So the first one is to start to employ someone in a company, in a business. So for example, I'm the boss, I'm taking on new marketing managers. I'm employing these people. I'm giving them a job. Okay. The second one is a little bit different. It's to begin to have a particular quality. So for example, his eyes took on a worried look. So his eyes were normal and then suddenly they were worried eyes. They took on this look. And the third one, to accept some work or responsibility. So not necessarily to employ people as the boss, but when you accept work or responsibility. Karen takes on thousands of applications every month. She takes on this work. She accepts this work for herself. Okay. So these are some definitions.
Thank you very much, Mary. Can I switch to the next slide?
Sure, absolutely.
There you go.
Let's see more about phrasal verbs. He doesn't luncheons and social gatherings at work.
He doesn't take down luncheons and social gatherings at work. He doesn't care for luncheons and social gatherings at work. And he doesn't take after luncheons and social gatherings at work. A, B, or C, people? Are you people thinking? Take down, care for, take after. Miriam has an A, but she's not sure. She's going for A. Is it A, Mary?
She's going for A, but she's thinking. No, not really. It's not A. Okay, it's actually letter B. I know you guys will be surprised and you'll say, oh, but you said that care comes with about. Not always. Not always.
Yeah, always an exception, always an angle, right?
Yes. So in this case, care for is like he doesn't like luncheons and social gatherings at work. He doesn't like, he doesn't care for them.
So care for would be a synonym expression for, a synonym phrasal verb for like, right?
Exactly. To like something or someone. I care for corporate events. They're good places to meet people. So I like corporate events. Luckily, for some phrasal verbs, you can just replace them for another word. And if this word fits, there you go. So this is one of them. This is one of these phrasal verbs. You can just replace this for like. I don't care for shareholders. They underestimate employees. So this is another example. You can also replace care for like. I don't like shareholders. They underestimate employees.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us in our quiz.
Is that it, Mary?
It was lovely. Yes, those were the surprises that I brought for you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you liked it.
Very good, very good, very good. So, would you like to say your farewells?
Yes, thank you guys so much. I really hope you appreciated the Business English Week. It was prepared with a lot of care, and you know, it's so good to have you guys with us. I hope you can come to the next ones, because there will be next ones, and we'll be here waiting for you.
That's right. So do you have a class now or something, Mary?
I
Is it
do
in 2
actually.
minutes?
I'm rushing to my next class. It's in
10
10
minutes,
minutes
but you have
actually,
to,
so
you know, get things set, right? Everything.
yes, I do. I have to put on a little more makeup and all, but the class is done. It's already prepared.
Yeah, like my hair, I had to, you know, it was a troublesome, you know, situation before. I couldn't get it right.
Yeah, you had a bad hair day.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. Thank you so much, Mary. You can Skype out, okay? Don't worry. That's it. And
All right.
see you soon,
Thank
right?
you.
For the next live, because you're going to take part in more lives, right?
All right, sure
All right.
will. Thank you guys. See you later. Enjoy.
Okay, people, that was Mary, teacher Mary, Marina, okay? And this was the continuation, the follow-up class to the class Mind versus Care, okay, people? If you check the description of this video, you're going to find exercises for you to do, okay? So you can sediment, you can make this content stick, right? Otherwise, you know how it is. You may forget this, okay? The thing is, sometimes you think you know something, but then you do the exercises and oh, really, right? So do the exercises, people, just to really, you know, make this content sink in, right? So there's an exercise here. Just click on the link and do it. It's gonna be fast, okay, but it's gonna help you, okay, internalize the knowledge, okay, guys? So finally, I really believe that now we can say the Business English Week is officially over. There's gonna be no new content for the Business English Week coming out, okay? But we're having lives every week, okay? So weekly lives, right? Always bring in a content in a business setting. This is the idea, okay? For example, Mind and Care, they're not necessarily used in business settings, but we're bringing this to business situations, okay, guys? And we're going to bring English for emails, professional emails, for professional telephoning, English for interviews, job interviews, English for meetings, presentations that we haven't had yet, okay? English for all kinds of negotiations, okay? All kinds of business situations, all right? Professional situations. And we're gonna go deeper into the topics because we're gonna have every week a live with one of our teachers, okay? What I want you guys to do is to be ready to reply to my email. I will send an email where you will vote on the day of the week you want the lives to be, okay? I will let you guys choose the day of the week that lives are gonna happen, okay, people? It's gonna probably always happen at 7 p.m., okay? But you can choose the day. So I'm gonna produce a form and then I will run a poll with you guys, with everyone. I'm probably gonna send through email, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube is gonna be everywhere, all right? And then you're gonna vote on a day and the lives are gonna happen every time, always on that day. Okay, if you choose Tuesday, so the lives are gonna happen Tuesday 7 p.m. If you choose Thursday, Thursday 7 p.m. and so forth. Okay, I'll leave the decision to you guys, because for us here, any day is business day. Okay, thank you so much, people. Don't forget to do the exercise. Okay, there's an exercise in the description of this video here, and wait for my email so you can choose the day for the next lives to happen, the weekly lives to happen. Okay, thank you so much, people. All right, thank you so much. Oh, nice. Thank you, Stephanie, Miriam. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Let's get to business. Okay, bye bye.